everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries, my version of Vlogmas, which means that I'm trying my best to get a video up every day in December. Might skip out Sundays just to give me a bit of time to catch up with my life, if that's alright. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel, follow me along, give me a like, leave me a comment below. I'm going to do something a bit different today. Now, at this time of year, I like to go on a little wander around the allotments because no one's here and it doesn't look like you're nosing around, even though I do look a little bit like the burglar from Home Alone today, I won't lie. I dress the part for snooping. I like to go on a little walk around the plot and just get some ideas and just see what other people have been up to. I get a lot of ideas for like structures and layout, what people are growing, what people are planting, what they're doing with the beds they're not using and stuff. I think it's just a really great way of just figuring out what's going on and what you should be doing and give you some inspiration. So I'm going to take you with me today, and not many people are here, hopefully no one. Yeah, I'll take you on a little journey around the plot and show you the rest of the allotment plots, really, see if you can get inspired. Right, so here's the gate to the allotment plots. There it is. I won't show you the name of it just in case. And then you're confronted with this long sort of muddy dirt track where the cars and things come through. Some people bring cars, not many people to be honest, and that's where we get our compost and stuff delivered. You can probably see the amount of structures here. I think there is a rule on structures having to be a certain size, but no one really listens to it, so there we go. Right, let's go down the dirt track a little bit. I'll see if I can show you some plots. This plot at the front here is one of the first ones we're going to. This is Gary's plot. Yeah, but this plot is really beautiful. They've got all the apple trees at the front, and then it's just really well maintained. It doesn't look it now because it's like winter time, but I promise you it is beautiful. This is a fairly new plot, I think. See, they've got all their brassicas at the front. This is again a fairly new plot. This plot was started this year. They actually brought quite a lot of stuff. You can see all the wood here. It must have cost an absolute fortune. And they sort of came a few times and then they sort of haven't really been back. So don't know if they're just maybe spring gardeners, not autumn winter. Some people are like that, aren't they? Some people only want to come in the spring and summer. I don't know if you can hear me, it's a bit windy. Any plots you see like this that are really overgrown, that is a whole plot in there that is just literally overgrown with blackberries that no one wants to take on. There's a few of them dotted about. That is sort of what my plot looked like when I first got it. Looked a bit like that, to be honest. I don't think anyone's here. There's too many birds here for there to be people here, to be honest. If you come down here, you can see a lot of people have now covered their plots up like this. It doesn't look pretty, but I'm sure it does a really good job and they'll be ready for the spring summer, which is excellent. And again, in the background down there you can see all the overgrown blackberry bushes. They are more plots that no one's taken on, which is a bit sad really, because all they have to do is chop the bloody blackberries down. But there we go. A lot of plots look like this right now, but we're getting to some interesting ones down here. Look at this structure. I won't get too close because it's their plot, but doesn't it just look just so funny? This is one of the first ones I saw when I first took my plot on. And look, they've got, I don't know if you can see here, they've got a front door as a door, and they've got the table, they've got like a little like corrugated roof there and everything. I mean, it literally looks like someone's tried to move in, which I just think is hilarious. And in the summertime, this was all fully grown with flowers. I mean, it was absolutely stunning. They really look after it. But how funny is it that they've made this entire structure? And this is like definitely not allowed. There is definitely a rule that says you cannot build a house in your allotment plot. I think it's like maybe 6 foot by 5 foot or something like that. It's like the biggest structure you can have. So I don't know how they got away with it for so long, but it's pretty funny. I don't know, it just makes me laugh when I see it. What an engineering, hey? What building? And then you can see down here, these are more like, I would say, like the serious plots, because they're very neat. The structures look like they're not going to fall down like mine, do you know what I mean? But yeah, as you can see, most of the plots are covered now. This here is the community allotment plot. This is where the community gets together and, I don't know, grows stuff. I don't see that many people here, to be honest, which is a bit sad. I should probably really help out more because I'm here quite a lot. But yeah, you can see there's quite a bit growing, which is quite nice. When I first took my plot on, I used to ask these people to let me in when I didn't have my key. So they'd always let me into the allotment plots, which is really nice. But you can see that there's quite a bit growing here. So it's obviously still running, but I think there's only a small handful of people who actually do this entire plot, which is quite good going really. I've just seen on this plot here, which is beautiful. Look at the structure of this plot. I mean, it's like an actual bloody garden, isn't it? I don't know how they've done this, but I've seen here that they've like got their strawberries in pots. I didn't know that was a thing. They've got like these pots, and look, the strawberries are like coming out the top of the pots. Is that to keep the strawberries off of the mud? I didn't even think of that. That's such a clever idea, isn't it? They've done that with all their strawberries. That would be great if I could get my hands on some more pots. What an excellent idea. And I see here that they've done a bit of leaf mulching going on, and a great big pile of poo. That's where it all went, eh? That's an excellent idea. I'm definitely going to take that idea on. See, I love having a walk around my allotment plot because it gives you so many ideas, especially if you come first thing in the morning and no one's bloody here. You can proper have a nosy around and get some really, really excellent ideas. I hope no one's here, because otherwise I look like a complete wally talking to a camera, but there we go. I usually do. These again are new plots taken on. You can see they're new plots because they're not completely cut down yet. But it is that this is all overgrown. It's just fantastic that someone's taken it and they put in even some autumn winter veg there, even a step ahead of me. This is an interesting structure. This is from the community allotment. It's clearly not used, but you can see they've just used loads of bottles to create a greenhouse, which is just quite exciting, isn't it? The fact that you can make this like a greenhouse. It doesn't look like it works because no one's using it, or maybe it's just because they just don't use it anymore, but that's an interesting idea, isn't it? I wonder how much that costs to make. I bet that's really cheap, and then you can get a proper little greenhouse out of that. It's an excellent idea. Maybe I should be collecting bottles and making a greenhouse. This is where we get our poo delivery, and also our wood chip delivery over there, but it's empty at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, you can see all the poo here, the horse poo. So the track down here takes you all the way to the gate, and then they just come down here and dump off all the poo, and that's for everyone to use, I think. Though obviously if you've got a plot around here, you're going to get first access to it. My plot is like all the way back there somewhere, but sometimes I get my hand on some. I might come back and get some today actually. Someone's made a little playground here, which I think is so sweet. And look at the tree house. I just like come around here so you can see it, but look at that tree house. That is like so cool, right? I'd have loved that when I was a kid. And look, they got a little like bouncy thing and a slide. That is just seriously cool. I don't know how safe that is, to be honest. I mean, if I made it, the kids would be dead in a week because it would just fall down. Oh god. Excuse the parakeets right in the middle of my shot. What can you do about them, eh? That's a pretty cool tree house, I have to say. I'm pretty impressed with that. Just got to show you some more fascinating structures, and look, they've got some new doors there. There must be old patio doors they've got from somewhere to make another greenhouse. But these structures just make me laugh. Look at this one here. It's actual windows from a house used on a greenhouse. How ingenious is that? And this here, an old swing set that's clearly going to be used to grow something up, which is just an ingenious idea. I mean, I don't have one. I can see another swing set over there that someone's using as well. This is a pretty structure too. You can see it's got little stained glass windows. That is hysterical. How brilliant is that? How ingenuitive is that? And another little front door. You've got to have a front door. There's some pallets here. I wonder if they're to take. And there's some windows there. These are not on people's plots, you see. These are brilliant. And there's that corrugated plastic stuff there. I wonder if this is all for us to take, because this is not on an actual plot. This is actually on like neutral territory here. This is like no man's land. I don't know, but I've got my eye on those pallets. They look pretty cool, don't they? I love those. And here, this is what I need to do to my shed. Can you see the water system going on with the drainage? That's what I need on the back of my shed. Here's another sort of sad, neglected little plot here, which is a bit, I don't know, it just makes me feel a bit sad, to be honest. I see they've gone with the old chair on the top there. Excellent structure. This is a result of the pandemic. This is one of the good things to come out of it. And look at this, all dug over, all ready to be planted on. How exciting does that look? I just want to get in there and plant stuff. One of my nightmares is the fact that like the plot might be built over, or the council might get rid of it because not enough people are sort of using it. But as a result of the pandemic, one of the good things is that people are actually taking on plots and they've got time to chop them all down. And if they're clever with them, you know, when things go back to normal, they'll actually have a workable plot which they can use, and they won't have to spend loads of time there if they're clever with it. So yeah, this is just lovely to see. That's just really nice to see that. This is my neighbour's plot. Because I was always thinking like, oh, I wonder if he gives it up, I could take it over. But look at it. There's like an office chair in there and everything. Oh God, why? Right, there you go. Hope that was a little bit inspiring for you. Sorry it's a bit of a shorter video today. But yeah, I do like to do that this time of year. There's not many people on the plot. And so it's a really good time to just have a little snoop, just see what other people have been up to. And I like the idea of the strawberries and the pots and stuff. And there's a few, you know, the swing idea is really good. A few people have done that actually. So I might look at some old swing sets or something, see if I can pull some out the skip. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I will see you again tomorrow, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!